Hi everyone, welcome to another Cosmic Crone conversation with me, Marie.
And me, Tina.
This week we're talking about crystals.
Yes, we
our
are.
Take, our conversation on it. Let me do that. I'm just, for those listening, pushing, what is it again?
Gypsum.
Gypsum. I watch a lot of them, I do.
What's that?
It's taking away the bad energy.
What, clicking your fingers?
No, it's
Alakazam.
ASMR.
Oh, sod that, no.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Anyway, yeah, crystals.
So, what are they? Well, they are certainly not dogs barking.
Yeah.
They are solid formations that have taken thousands, if not millions of years to form through a heating and cooling process. So that would be like thousands of atoms vibrating, and making form.
And we do not proclaim to know everything about this.
No,
it's just what we just want to talk about it, don't we?
Yes, that's a short bit of geology.
The history of it all.
Yeah, and obviously we like the spiritual side of crystals. So, I mean, you're mixing science with spiritualism with crystals because they have their place in science because they're in computers, they're in watches. We use crystals. We have crystals in our body. Sometimes they form in places but sometimes they do form in places that we don't want.
Like
a bit like kidneys. Is it kidney stones?
Kidney stones.
Yeah, that it's sometimes in your body it crystallizes and then you have to have them removed.
Or they have to pass.
Yeah.
That's very it's very painful.
If they can, yeah. So they're not always a good thing, and they all have their own place in healing.
With vibrations, don't they?
Yeah.
They hold a lot of energy.
It's the vibration of the frequency that makes them form because it's the vibrating molecules that form them into a solid. So there's the science of it. And we do use them, in some crystals are used in pharmaceuticals, in tablets. Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't know that one.
Yeah. So we eat them, we wear them, and obviously on your body, if you are wearing a crystal, then the heat of your body is going to absorb the minerals, the content inside the crystal.
Stop doing that.
I know. This is from my daughter-in-law who works in a lovely shop in Greenwich, London, called Stepping Stones. And this is actually from here, which is strange because we're in North Cyprus. We have abundant, it's selenite. So gypsum is a form of selenite.
Comes like you can see in the cliffs. At the time.
You see it glistening, don't you? We have gypsum cave here,
and the stones that are formed, the boulders and everything.
Look at that.
It's all sparkling in it, isn't it?
Yeah, and I like to put the coloured light under this and it changes colour. It's gorgeous. I had it on one of my readings the other day. So
which you can get on Cosmic Sisters Tarot on YouTube.
Yeah. Quartz crystals are used in, like I said, computers. And the science of it is that a quartz crystal vibrates 60 times a second or 60 times a minute. 60. So it's all in 60s. That's why our clocks is 60 seconds to a minute.
Not the ones that are made in
China, to an hour. They go backwards, don't they? Probably.
Yeah, but no disrespect. It was a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're on about the ones that are really like crafted and have balance in the mechanisms and things like that to
Swiss
accommodate.
watches, you know, like well-made watches. Yeah, I'm not talking really expensive. I'm talking normal watches, but they have crystal because that's how they tell the time. And I have here, look at that face. And I did a reading. There's definitely a face there on that.
And what you're showing is a blue
agate. This one. You have the other half of it, don't you?
I have a little one, yes, lovely.
So this is the rough side, and then it's been cut and polished. I've got a little chip sadly on the bottom of that one. But you can see like where it's sliced, the layers. And you think each layer takes, you know, thousands of years for that.
Does that block negative energy?
What?
That
agate?
That one over there, that one?
No. Agate has different uses. There's so many different types of agate. It's actually common. There's different colours. There's different types. Like there's blue agate, blue lace agate. So each one, best bet is to get a book.
Yeah.
There's a good book that we both
Is it called the Crystal Book?
Crystal Bible.
Crystal Bible. I got that from my daughter.
I gifted mine to my son.
Yeah, the thing is, there's going to be loads of crystals that we do not mention, right? But the point being is just having that conversation and for you to go out and have a look.
Yeah,
if you want to expand
if you're
on
going to start collecting crystals, or you're looking for a certain crystal, for instance, lapis lazuli or lazuli, however you want to say it, is blue and it's got traces of gold in it. But did you know? I gave one to my aunt once because she's scared of flying. It's for a fear of flying.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and she clenched it in her hand like the world was ending.
And she had went on a flight.
Yeah, she got on a flight. She hadn't ever, like for years, and she got on a flight. So yeah, that was interesting. Black, a lot of black ones like black tourmaline are good for taking negative energy out of the air or the atmosphere, you know, in a room that's had negativity. Obviously, you can clear it with sage or whatever you want, white sage, what people do, and use a black candle as well because that draws in negative energy. So if you've had, you know, maybe an argument in a room or you've had people that you want to get rid of their energy, black crystals are good. There's some black crystals are good for more like the metallized ones, I think. Gosh, I can't remember. So you'd have to look it up. Iron pyrite is fool's gold. There's one that's got like a metal. It's very shiny, and it's good for the Wi-Fi to get rid of all the Wi-Fi. What do they call it that's bad for you of Wi-Fi?
Lots of chips.
The waves, I don't know. The waves, yeah. So, yeah, there's like different uses for different crystals. Some are spiritual, and it's, I think, over the thousands of years that people have used them, different cultures, the meanings like amethyst. Everybody, you know, in the crystal world knows amethyst is a healing crystal. So it's good to carry it or put it on. So how do you go about
say you just like the look of them, or you want to go deeper and you want to use them for certain situations. How do you go about choosing them?
The best thing really is don't buy online if you can help it. Everything's bought online these days. It's horrid, isn't it? Like you can't try things on. And I think the best thing to do is find a good shop. Go to the shop.
Like a spiritual shop or something like that.
Yeah, crystal shop. And then they'll have like a display, and you can get them for like £1, small ones. Size is not the issue because a small one will give off the same energy, the same vibe as a big one. They look pretty, the big ones, but you don't necessarily need them. And they do palm ones, which are nice because they're sort of round and flat. And like you can keep them in your palm and rub them and, you know, you get the energy off them like that. But fiddle around and pick them up because you'll get the same one in one box.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people that can, you know, they want to learn a bit more, and you know, a shopkeeper will have a look, or this is for this, or they might just pick one up and they feel something.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't explain it.
Yeah.
But when you do buy crystals, any new crystals, give them a cleanse with either putting them out in the sun or putting them under moonlight, washing them in...
What you mean, leaving them out?
Yeah, washing them in water, but not tap water, fresh spring water to cleanse them. And also using quartz itself, quartz crystal, will clean other crystals. Sometimes I've had crystals in a bag and I'll pop a quartz one in,
Yeah.
give it a shake and leave it with the quartz.
Carry on. I'm having a nose.
Gypsum is quite fragile because that you can see that it's been shaped, which is quite easy to tap away.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice...
It's a nice, you know, it's a nice feel.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. So what do we use them for? Apart from healing, we use them for
Karaoke.
meditation. Yeah.
No, it's beautiful.
Yeah, meditation, manifesting.
I would also say for repelling things we don't want around us.
Yeah, like the harmful Wi-Fi signal.
Yeah. Or like we've said, cleansing or lifting spirits, maybe, giving an energy off.
Yeah.
That's what I'm, aware of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this one, do you get anything off of yours when you...
The blue one that we're
Yeah.
talking about, the agate. Do I get anything? I'll be honest with you, I don't do much of the touching of it.
Mm.
What I do use it for is on my bureau to protect me, actually.
Mm.
To give me a clear, clean energy when I'm doing... I do a card of the day on Cosmic Sisters Tarot. You don't see me, you just hear me.
Yeah.
And Tina does the pick a pile, which you use crystals, you use in a bag. Funny. Runes as well, don't you?
I mean, we were talking about stones. Here, you can pick up stones, and some are crystals. We have natural onyx here, a marble, and they make them into eggs, which are nice.
I mean, a friend of mine gave me a little jar, a lovely little jar. I don't know what it was for, but it's nice.
Yeah.
And it had pebbles in it, like stones, if you want to say, just stones. And she gave it to me. She said, I want you to have this. And I said, oh, where'd you get all these from? Thinking she'd been to a beach or a special place. Well, she went, no, when I go on my walks to the shops and I see a stone that I like, I pick it up. So to me, she was giving it energy.
Yeah.
This piece of stone, like gravel, gave it to me, and I kept it by the side of my bed for absolutely years. And I think it's some kind of, it's not like a ruby or anything like that. It's got the energy of my friend. To me, Debs.
Yeah.
Her name was, I don't know, but yeah, it gives me that sense of, she's still with me. I don't know what she's doing in life, but I added that, didn't I, to it?
Yeah.
You'll have to tell me. I'm
Gypsum,
sorry, I know we're recording.
Agate, gypsum.
Right, hang on. And then I added gypsum. Yeah. From here, I just put it on the top. As if I'd finished the jar off. And that's what gets me. So when you got, do you know what ruby can give to you?
Not personally, no. I know ruby is July's birthstone.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
That was my mum.
Your birthstone.
Hence the name Ruby.
Yeah. Sapphire. I think mine's
people use them in feng
is.
shui. You've got citrine. Citrine's good for money. And it's when you walk in the door, you put it in the far left corner. And it's supposed to attract money.
There's so many that, like I said at the beginning of the podcast, is that there's so many that we don't know, you know, what their power is. Let's say their power, but where they came from the earth, isn't it? From the,
Yeah.
you know, it's just amazing how many different colours, how many different protection, their meanings.
Yeah, you've got like amber, which actually feels like plastic.
Does it?
But it's resin, wood resin, and I think it forms in the water when wood falls into water and then gets fossilised or what, you know, over thousands of years again.
Yeah, the conversation started for us. Just fascinated with why we have them around.
I mean, people have used them seriously for healing, probably healing cancers as well. And I'm not saying it's a magic wand, it's not going to cure all, and don't go to the doctors if you're sick. But it's like, it's just another thing you can try.
A natural way of giving or surrounding somebody with that energy, that frequency, would you say?
Yeah.
What was it? Did we talk about placebos?
Yes, we did, because like I was saying, in medication, when they do clinical trials, they have a placebo, don't they?
Yeah.
And that's, I think, how we found out a lot about crystals and whether they've worked or not, you know. Like, I tried the citrine in the left-hand corner and I had it for years and did it work? I don't know. How would you know? It's a 50-50 chance. I mean, I wasn't abundant.
Was you okay, though?
It was all right, yeah. Yeah, but would I have been if I didn't have it there?
Yeah.
It's that thing, isn't it?
I don't know if anybody's seen anybody on social media where they use it. That's why I was, you know, showing at the beginning of, you know, the video, and then they take it away and all that. And I can see the power in it.
In the crystal?
Yeah.
Even on the screen?
Yeah.
You can see the auras, if you practice. You know, like we did one on auras once where you, like, if you're looking at your body's aura, you hold it up against a white wall and then you'll see the energy around it. This one, I can actually see a mauvey light.
There's a task
even though it's white, I can see like a lilac-y light surrounding it. Yeah, so you just look just beside the object rather than on it. And you can pick out the colours with practice. So,
do you know this? I mean,
yeah.
Do you know if anybody uses crystals for readings?
As in what, tarot readings, or using crystals as
readings? Yeah, forget about tarot.
Yeah.
But for a second, I know we use them in conjunction with tarot.
Well, what's a crystal ball?
I was trying to trick her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it is used for some kind of energy chat.
Well, you think how old they are as well, just holding something that is thousands of years old. When do we get a chance of that?
I don't think people realise how long it's took to get whatever crystal it is to that form.
Yeah, and the colours form because of the different gases, whether it's in the earth, you know, like deep in the ground or above the earth. It depends where they form. Some form in caves, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it all depends on the gases and the minerals. So you've got like rock salt. There's a famous one, isn't there? Himalayan rock salt. It's a crystal. We eat it. Yeah. Yeah, we eat it, but it's salt. It's a rock salt. We have sea salt. Pink. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
The pink in it.
Yeah.
It was just fascinating because have you used crystals in tarot reading?
No, not really. No.
It's just something. I thought you had, you know.
A lot of people do put like a crystal, but then they don't say the meanings of them. If I'm using like runes, or sometimes I just look randomly like, oh, I'll have 3 different candles for the 3 different readings, and it's just a second option for someone to pick something else rather than looking at the cards and deciding. Some people use crystals. I think if you are using crystals, then you should be explaining what that crystal means, because you've picked it for a
Maybe
certain
they
reason.
do. I feel a bit lost in this because I don't know if people do.
I've watched tarot readings and they don't. No.
That might be a good,
Yeah. Yeah.
use your that one.
The magic wand.
Yeah. It's it became a bit of a fad, didn't it? The one where they put the light in it. It's like a rock and it's supposed to.
I had actually had a rock salt, Himalayan rock salt lamp.
Yeah. That's what I think. That's what I'm on about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't do nothing for me, really. No.
Yeah. Do you know? I do think that people put too much faith in them. That sounds rude, but it's are they? No, they're not a suggestion. They're actually what they're
It's a
for.
fact. It's a science fact that they do have properties that heal us and help us.
But we're saying coming back to the placebo.
Yeah, with pills. It's that at the end of the day, is it your intention that you think you're healing your body? So you are healing your body.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, because you are actually able to heal yourself.
Yeah, maybe
sometimes you might need a bit of a kick.
Anxiety from what I can.
To believe it, you might need to say, well, the amethyst is going to heal you. Here you are. So you believe that it does, and it does.
Keep it around you. And
so placebo.
If it works, it works. Yeah, don't knock it.
That's it. If it
don't
works.
knock it.
Yeah.
And they might have been formed in a rock in a spring in Timbuktu. If it comes to you in some shape or form and it gives you that warmth and that hope, fair play. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So iron, when you think of iron, the colour of iron itself, oh, hello, there's tuppence. Iron makes the colour in amethyst purple.
Oh, yeah,
iron isn't purple in itself, but with the minerals and the content that's in it, you get like a chemical reaction, I guess, and that's what gives amethyst its colour, iron. And what do we have in our bodies?
Yeah, iron.
Iron.
I've known some people that have bought crystals for the reason that it goes with their new lamp.
Yeah, or it looks pretty.
Yeah.
And why not?
And why not? Because it's made you feel good.
Yeah. And they are pretty.
Yeah, of course they are.
Yeah.
I'd like to have some sort of display of them.
I had a lovely collection and then, they disappeared when my mum died. But I had loads on a big tray of all different types. And I think sometimes when they're all together, they can get...
Oh, do you know, that's what I was...
Jumbled.
Oh, you've just kick-started what I was going to ask you.
I think it was the wrong thing to do for them.
Do you think the energies merge? Do you think the energies merge? It becomes a mishmash?
Well, one could counteract the other, couldn't it?
True.
If you've got one to draw in something and one to dispel something, and it's like a magnet, isn't it?
Yeah, you could repel it.
Yeah, it would confuse.
Do you know what? It was on my brain, I swear to you. I was going, there's something I want to ask about a lot of them. And you just said it.
I think, like with mine, I had a load and I had them in a black pouch. Just small ones in a black pouch, and we'll keep the clear quartz in there. And, if I needed one, or I feel like a bit of amethyst for a bit of healing or something, then I would take that one out of the bag, charge it under the sun.
Can you say that though? You keep saying under the sun, but for how long? All day? If you go, I'm charging it, right, I've done that. What I'm saying is just to maybe give somebody
leave it in the sun for a couple of hours. Yeah. The longer the better.
And in the moonlight.
Or just wash it under clean spring water. Yeah.
Yeah. Because not everybody knows.
No.
There was this one lady we met that we really, really, really want to get in touch with. I'm telling a lie. We didn't meet her. It was her husband. Yeah. We were at a market here in North Cyprus, and her husband was taking care of a stall, and he was selling them for her. He knew his stuff. He knew what they were and everything. And we asked if she might be interested in doing a podcast.
Yeah.
So, we're just having a chat here now and just shooting the breeze. But we've got to try and meet
Yeah,
her.
we will, and we'll do an episode about the crystals that she's got.
Somebody who really knows their stuff.
And we'll have a nice array to show us.
Yeah. And then the questions we're asking ourselves, like, what about having them all together and do this or put this somewhere? But she's going to know her stuff. So that'll be something to look forward to in the near future. So, our little bit of... it is interesting to have a chat because they're so beautiful.
They are, and I keep mine. I've got a sort of an altar behind. You can't see it, but it's where I do my readings, and I've got candles and the cards and my little unicorns and the crystals. They've got their own place there, and
that's
stay
it.
there.
I want to find out what they add to maybe your altar. What do they add when you've got candles? When you've got cards, what are they adding? I mean, you could say, well, it's perfectly obvious. It's healing. It's this, it's that. But when they merge with the cards, what are they? Are they bringing anything more than they already are?
With the sort of angel cards or archangels, they associate certain crystals with certain angels.
I didn't know that.
Because it's, again, colours and auras.
Well, we'll have to get in touch with this lady so we can do a proper job. And remember, if you are listening or watching to this point, we've done every podcast in the hope that we get a little bit known so we can promote the TRNC.
Animal Rescue Family.
Which is now at Yapi Valley in Kilikaya here in Northern Cyprus. And if you'd like, well, hopefully you would, donate. You can do this on PayPal. Sorry, go on.
SOSdogs2017@outlook.com.
And right now we're trying to get the fence in.
So please like and subscribe.
Yeah, get us pushed a little bit more.
What you hear, and comment and ask us anything. And if you want us to do a certain topic, in our field of spiritual, esoteric,
and asking lots of questions between ourselves.
Yeah.
And we'd love to hear from you if you'd like to be part of the podcast. So don't be shy. Get in touch with us. And thank you so much for listening and watching. Is that it, our kid?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. We will see you next time. Hopefully you've liked a little bit of take on crystals, because people get together and have a chat and they ain't got a clue what's going on, have they? And we'll see you next time, and hopefully you'll hear us next time. And it's goodbye from me, Marie.
And it's goodbye from me, Tina.
Take care. See you again. Bye.